If you want to seriously uplevel your life, your joy, your peace, your confidence, listen. I'm standing in my bathroom, beautiful shower curtain, Amazon, with a microphone, with a baby microphone, to share this revelation that I had a few weeks ago. And it is that, per the title, you can teach yourself how others treat you. And not only can you, but you should teach yourself. We we all know, we've all heard the phrase, the life concept, you teach others how to treat you, right? Based on what you will and will not tolerate or engage in. And that's so powerful. It's so important. But it goes even deeper because there's times where we feel we're not used to not tolerating something. We're not used to not engaging in certain behaviors. And so if you want to just up level, right, in life, if you want to up level your standards, up level your values, feel like you actually have boundaries that you enforce, but you don't know how, a big part of that is because you haven't taught yourself that you can do that. And the way that I'll illustrate this, also I'm the story that I'm going to share is coming from a dating perspective, and that's what I'm going to speak more about, most about, but this totally applies to friendship, family, workplace, any interaction with a human ever, right? And basically this came to me a few weeks ago. It was this like revelation, and it's so simple, but it's also just so profound. And I basically was asked out by a guy, and I already knew deep down, I already felt this wasn't it. He wasn't it. And he proved that to be true based off his behavior. And nothing crazy happened, nothing insane. He's not a bad person. But essentially, there was just some low effort, inconsistent, communication. And it was just all around just not it. It was beneath my standards. But the thing that is crazy is that even though I knew that and even though I felt that, I had a moment where, like a people pleaser impulse almost, where I wanted to just go out with him to just, I guess, just see, right? Curiosity kills the cat and all that stuff. But I like almost just wanted to just go, I think, because I was bored, maybe I was lonely, maybe I just felt like I don't know. I don't know what it was. So anyway, I'm sitting in the parking lot. I'm about to go to Jimmy John's at the time that I'm having this revelation. And I he had texted me asking to like do something later on. And again in my head I was just like, this is just not it. I don't want to. And I just felt the Lord tell me, you have to teach yourself what it is that you will and will not accept. It's not just you teaching other people. You have to literally teach yourself. And I was like, what? What is this? So I realized in that moment, I had to teach myself what my standard was, which was basically in that moment, he had tried to make a last minute plan with me, but we hadn't even been like on a first date yet. And it was just, again, really low effort, not it. And I realized, oh, I have to teach myself even more deeply, that I will not say yes. I will not say yes to last minute plans. And I did that. And I also knew intuitively that when I did that, it will it will help to instill that more within myself, right? That standard, but also it will be easier the next time that I'm met with that, the next time that someone tries to make a last minute plan with me, like, a guy in a dating sense, make a last minute plan with me or be low effort or be inconsistent. It's like I'm teaching myself, oh, I'm just not even going to engage in that. And then the more that is driven in, it will be easier for me to say no, or for me to just not even blink an eye and be like, no. And in fact, a few weeks after that, so very recently, I had another situation where I was asked out and the guy was just not it, right? And like immediately I just felt like, no, no. And I just didn't even hesitate. I was just like, yeah, no, no, thank you. Not doing that. And It's so freeing. It's so powerful. Again, this applies to friendships, to family, to all the things. If there's something that you feel like you're consistently experiencing, or you want to change, or you want to just not, you know deep down, I don't want to tolerate that anymore. I don't want to engage in that anymore, but you've been feeling stuck almost, reframe it in your mind and look at it as, oh, I'm going to teach myself by saying no, by setting the boundary. By doing that, I'm enforcing that standard, I'm enforcing that value, and I'm showing myself that I can do it. And I'm showing myself that this is what I deserve. It's so powerful. It's essentially, it's kind of like self concept mixed in with self discipline, mixed in with, like reparenting, inner child work, all that good stuff. It's just so powerful though. So I encourage you to try it. I encourage you to just see how you feel. Another thing that's so important that I also realized in this moment, whenever I first became aware of this, is that you have to push through the discomfort. Whenever you're making something unfamiliar familiar, it's like any other habit. It's like any other behavior. It's like a muscle. You have to, with repetition. Haha, the camera fell, but we're back. I'm just gonna hold it because I'm almost done. I won't be stopped, Satan. I will not be stopped. With repetition, let's see if this works. With repetition, you will show yourself that you can do it. You will show yourself that I actually am worthy of this standard. I actually am worthy of this behavior. I am worthy of no longer tolerating this. I am worthy of no longer engaging in this. And it will just all come into fruition so beautifully. But you have to move through that uncomfort, that discomfort, because your brain will try to be like, but you always used to do this, but you always used to accept this, but you always da, 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 da. And it's like a record scratch. You're stopping the cycle to implement a new, positive, better, healthy cycle. And that may feel uncomfortable. It may feel weird. It may feel awkward. It may feel all those things. Doesn't matter. As long as you are handling yourself, handling any conversations you have, handling all that jazz with respect, with kindness, and treating both parties with dignity, right? You're good. You're chilling. So try this out. See how you feel. It's life changing, truly. Have a beautiful day. Bye.